we'll have Coach make his opening statement and then take questions. Just leave your questions or your hands up first. Whenever you're ready, Coach.
Yeah, you bet. Good morning. Just thought overall, the guys did a good job of taking everything we worked on during the week, transferring the game plan over to the game, and just I think the week in general they focused on us, focused on our preparation, the week 1 to week 2 improvements that you'd expect to have, that needed to have. They did a nice job, and that's across the board. And questions about Ty, I'm sure on that. Your quarterback's always a main kind of a controller of that, and he did a nice job. I think guys did a nice job of channeling the energy that needed to have happen throughout the week in the right things, just focused on the right areas, and so I thought they did a nice job there with that. So 3 takeaways, no turnovers, love to see that. 2 of them were fumbles. Last year we got a lot of interceptions, and so love to see the aggression there, popping the ball loose, and those are things that get contagious. And I thought, talked to the team a lot about that and how that's got to carry over into this next week. But going to Wisconsin, and just a ton of respect for Coach Fickle. We got to move forward. We got to stack days. We got to continue to sustain the effort, sustain the energy, and continue to focus on our fundamentals. A lot of young guys got some experience that I think was really good. Guys are understanding their roles, and need to continue to move forward with that and have a big week here. Play again, Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's good to be at home. Guys really could feel the juice and the energy from the fans. And it helps when you make the plays to give them something to cheer about too. So just a lot of positives, and we got to keep it going.
Thanks, Coach. Let's start with Charlie on the far right.
Yeah, Coach, with you guys playing Austin in the second quarter for your series, it sounds like that's something you guys did at Fresno with Jake Hayner. Just how did you see Jake respond to that, and maybe how are you hoping Ty does the same thing?
Yeah, it's something I've done a number of times over the years, going way back, but that's one of the more recent ones. And so, Jake bowed up, and thought Ty responded pretty well too. And it's one of those they kind of question probably at first why, but I think competition is just going to bring out the best in everyone. And I think that did that for Ty in his week of preparation. Obviously, it helps Austin. It gives him some energy to really go out there, and we're looking at him. He got some quality snaps in the game, and across the board we do that at other positions and don't really think twice about it. We guys rotating in at defensive positions. We do that at the offensive line. Receiver personnel groupings. We're doing a lot of that. So again, competition. Helping bring out the best, and that's what Jake did, and I think that's what Ty did here this last week.
Jump to the front left, Chase.
I wanted to ask you about Lobster Brooks' play against ULM, and just down the road, if he continues to emerge, would that compel you guys to maybe play Ryan a little bit more on the outside when he comes back like he was last year?
Yeah, I think that's certainly a really a valid question, and a thought process that we're going to continue to go through. Lottie's built up a lot of momentum. When I say Lottie, Lotzier, built up a lot of momentum here in the last 3 weeks to 4 weeks. He had a nice spring ball, and made some plays on Saturday, and so got some confidence in him. He made guys miss. He made big catches on 3rd down. In the first game, he played with some aggression on some special teams plays that we were hoping for, and he came through. As far as how it affects everything, it adds him to the mix, which then moves people around. Doesn't mean you have to play everyone, in the same spot the whole game. I think Jerm can play inside and outside. I think Ryan can play inside and outside. And so, we just got to always continue to be evaluating that throughout the season, and different dynamics will change too that maybe are unknown right now. Fortunate or unfortunate. So, Ryan's got that versatility. He's taken a number of snaps inside, but we know what he can do outside too, and so he made a lot of nice plays, as we all know, on the outside. So I thought Isaiah, Germ, I thought they did some nice things too. Rico did his thing both inside and outside. So we got a lot of versatility with the guys. We just got to continue to hone in on how it all fits together.
Katie, second row on the left.
You had said last week that Jam could possibly play against Wisconsin. Just how is he progressing along, and also Ryan Williams and Jamarian Latham?
Yeah, we got a number of guys that are day to day, and he would certainly be one of them. We're optimistic that there could be a chance. I really don't think we'll know until we get in later in the week. You saw him in pregame; he was out there doing some things aggressively, trying to continue to push forward. You can see that with Jam; he's chomping at the bit, and we just got to make sure we're making a smart decision. But that will be left up to our training staff and our doctors, and also how Jam feels. And so he's making a lot of progress.
Staying on that left side, we'll go to Emily Grace next.
Coach, I know pregame can be a little bit of a blur, but there was a moment between you and Tim Keenan that was shown on the broadcast. Can you share what TK said to you pregame, if you can, as well as what he means to the team and the staff?
When was that?
It was pregame, and he came up to you, and y'all both seemed very locked in.
Yeah.
And I don't know if he was hyping you up, telling you that he's got your back or whatever it was, but it seemed to have a little bit of an impact.
Yeah. Well, TK, I can say this: he really missed not being at the game in week 1, and he's a high energy guy, and I know that I really challenged him with and told him we needed that for our team, and so it wouldn't surprise me that we had that exchange, and him bringing that energy not just to our players but our coaching staff, including me. So I really appreciate. He's a captain. He's poured into this program a lot. I do remember now was on the sideline there, him standing right there, right before kickoff, and so that's just that's TK. He loves this team, and he's been nothing but the high end support, and giving everything you got, and that includes me, and feel very supported by him for sure. To answer your question.
Let's keep it on the front row on the left column.
Hey, Kalen, I'm curious about whether it's you, whether it's your assistant coaches, how you guys approach, say, penalty prevention over the course in practices, and encouraging your guys to do that. And are you satisfied with kind of the, how your players, penalty totals over the past few games, and how do you guys handle that?
Yeah, there's different. Each side of the ball has their own ways. The foolish ones are the ones you really address, and so the takes no talent ones, and there's consequences for every one of them. And as far as how it's gone into the games, we came back. I thought we had some aggressive penalties, some unfortunate situations I thought in the game, but it is what it is, and we can't live in the gray area, and that's what we've emphasized all year. The targeting, we got to lower our center of gravity. We got to do a better job and play through the ball carrier with a lower target. Can't launch ourselves helmet first, and that's the rules of the game. We got to be better, and that's a fundamental thing. We continue to stress, but I thought we made again good steps in the foolish penalty area, the mental mistakes and things like that. I thought we were played aggressive, played through people. I'm thinking of Germs in particular. That got called back, and just got to always keep learning. And our guys, believe me, they don't want to have penalties, and I think that their discipline and what they do off the field does carry over, and I think they do a good job. It's just going to be a matter of time where they get comfortable out there, and we can continue to show that it matters to us.
Jonathan, standing up back right.
Hey, Coach, what have you seen from Wisconsin so far this year? What kind of challenges might they present? And how much do you look at that game last year where you guys fared pretty well?
Yeah, we'll certainly look at that. I think there's a little more carryover with their defense just because of the same coordinator. And so, you're going to get a physical team, typical Wisconsin, a lot of pride in who they are, what their identity is, and that showed up in the first 2 games. Very, very, when it comes to run game, very, just kind of rock solid, keeping things under wraps. I think it's 60 to 70 yards total in rushing over 2 games. They do what they do, and they're going to do it with great technique in all ways. And balanced offense, I think, with the run game really setting up the play action, the shots, try to get your free access throws, get the ball out to receivers when you have to load the box. And so, there's some great fundamental things that they do, and we got to match the physicality with great effort, do a good job of getting ball carriers down, getting them into situations. I think just the name of the game would always be to put teams in down at distances they don't want to be in, make them uncomfortable, and you can pin your ears back and get after the quarterback.
Let's go to Joe, middle row second.
Coaches, how would you evaluate the offensive line that you saw on Saturday? Coach Grill was just in here saying that Michael Carroll is kind of in a competition with the right tackle, but at the right tackle position. How do you see that Michael Carroll played this Saturday?
Yeah, I love the way he plays. He plays hard, plays really hard, and he along with we've talked about lots here, and we play a lot of freshmen, we play a lot of young guys in a lot of different areas, special teams and offense, defense. And I think he was one of those guys that, again, is taking those steps. Did a nice job, got his first action, real action at the college level. And so, again, just like we talked about the quarterback, the competition just helps everyone. It helps Michael, and his motivation to continue to get better every single day, be his best. It helps Wilkin, at guard we had guys rotating in as well between Jaden and Gino. Across the board, the guy sends a message that we're going to keep trying to find the guys who really give us the best chance to win.
All right, thank you, Coach.